Jeffrey, come get your 18. I put the new cone on it. Looks good. Um, oh, the Neo. So guess who? Oops, sorry. Guess who didn't check his tolerances when he got it back from the machine shop? Me. So it doesn't fit. So I got to start over. Eventually I got to just burn all this up, recover the steel, and start over. But luckily I have two other ones that I haven't finished, so I can take them back to the machine shop first thing on Monday and get it turned down to the correct diameter. So sometimes you crash and burn, and I feel bad for Mike because Mike's been like super angry with me about this, and it's like, sorry dude, you want something like fucking prototyped? It's going to take a while. So if you ask for anything prototype from like a builder, like you're better off going directly to China, because what China will do is feed you like what they already have. And then they're kind of like a car audio shop where, like, you know, they'll sell you a quote unquote custom box, but it's, you know, it's just off the shelf. They buy it from Walmart probably. But China will do the same thing. They're like, oh, look, we give you custom design. It's actually really difficult, especially right now, because China is so busy. Walmart and Amazon have soaked up every available container. And so it's actually really tough. You almost gotta, like in the UK, I heard you have to bid to get a container, or even a spot at the dock to unload. It's crazy. But, and you know, that's all COVID, man. All that money's coming to fruition, all the money they pumped out. But this project is dead in the water. So I could go back and just pop the top off, and I'm like, no, this thing is fucked. So I'm going to have to bake it so that this joint fails, and then this joint fails, and then the Neo comes off, and I got to re-scrape the Neo. I might be able to recover some of this, but it's really not worth the effort. So almost want to throw it in the trash, because it's like emotional, because I put a lot of work into this and then it's just trash. But that's part of speaker building. So they don't always turn out, or like my dad used to say, because like I remember was it my stepmom had left us with my little sister, and so we were just home with dad, and then my sisters bailed, and so it was just the boys, me, my brother, and my dad. And so my dad started dating, and he brought home this smoking hot girl that was like an executive at AT&T local. But so we were at the Wendy's, and I look out the window and I see this hot chick, and he goes, "Oh, you like that girl? She cute?" And then she walks in, and of course he signals over to her and then gives her a big fucking kiss on the mouth. And I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker. And she was super hot, and she made a lot of good money, and I'm sure he scammed some money out of her. It's terrible. And later, when I worked for AT&T myself, I looked her up and asked her, and she's like, "Oh, I was high on cocaine." So, but she's in since been in recovery and retired. But the next month, my dad came home with some other girl, and this girl was not as pretty, but she was flirty. And I got to wrestle her on the bed, and I was probably like 14. And I said, "Dad, how come this one's not hot?" And I'll never forget it. He's like, "Son, they're not all going to be 10s. So like this woofer motor, they're not all going to be 10s. But are they going to base? Are they going to produce? Yes." And it reminded me also of this other story. You know, you learn a lot of lessons in movies. Maybe you don't even realize it. There was a movie a few years back called Beautiful Mind, and it stars Russell Crowe as a real life scientist, a physicist, mathematician, smarty pants guy, that figures out several problems that sort of help the world. And one of them was about how to negotiate. And basically what we learned from the movie is that everybody wants the blonde. Everybody wants the hot blonde. But it's more advantageous for actually everyone for you not to take the blonde, for you to take the brunette who's got a big pair of bolt-ons and maybe like a scar on her face or some acne, so that she's got low self-esteem and she's always thankful and grateful and she's a good cook. And I'm thinking like maybe Tina Fey with some big fake tits. But it's better to take the brunette than it is to take the blonde, because that makes your partner happy, whoever you're negotiating with. And also, you don't really care, right? You just want, maybe if you're a trick-ass bitch like me, then you want to be in love, right? And that's what I picked. So, but that's how that goes. And so lower your expectations and you'll be much happier. And I've said this before, but if you really think about it, if you lower your expectations so much, what you end up feeling is grateful, and you feel grateful for everything. And that's what Zen is. And I would love to talk to you. I really want to write a book on Zen, but I don't think I have time. So I'm probably going to do a series of videos called like Everyday Zen, because everybody's looking for Zen, but they don't realize that it's right in front of you and it's available to you any day. I found that fucking Team RF amp. They got a little melty. There you go. So this is the X, I'm going to say 6. Yep, there it is. This is the X6, which is also known as the BD1000. So, and it's got the Mesa heatsink technology. I'll talk about that too. They decided to go with the Chinese awesome terminals. This was probably a Chinese board. I don't know, maybe it's definitely has Chinese components, but I think it was probably still made in Tempe, but they synced it up here and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. At this point, I'm guessing, bullshitting you guys. So I'm just a big liar. I lie. Is that really a Solo Barrack? Yes, it is. Is the buddy? No, because I replaced the ferrite, so it's fake. Like those big bolt-ons that I want to see Tina Fey with. Love you guys. Talk to you later.